Alright, good morning everybody. This is V from Q Kitchen and Beyond. And that weird noise you hear is my bubbler. It's still bubbling away. Making good stuff down there. Tea that you don't want to drink. But you know what? My plant's gonna love it. And yes, I will be taking the... What is that? That's a coffee filter. I'll be taking that out. I actually strain this, so when I go to do that, I will make a video. But this video is not about my strange brew. This video is about step 2 in your compost. Now, this compost is actually vermicompost. I'm going to do something that's going to totally freak some people out. Yeah, I did it. You see how wonderful this is? You hear that weird noise? That's my dog being retarded. It does not smell bad, which means that it is not anaerobic, which means it's good. If your compost smells bad, that means you probably have too many browns and you need to put some greens in there. Okay? Now, this for the most part is... done. I actually just put this in here. This was in another... That's just eggshells, people. It's just eggshells. This is my most done, cured, whatever you want to call it, compost pile. Like I said, this is vermicompost. So, somewhere in here is some worms. Now, it's been getting kind of chilly. So the worms might be at the bottom. What is that? I have no idea. Good Lord. It looks like a banana. Who knows? But you see how wonderful that is? That is pretty much how moist you want. If you are doing vermicompost, that's how you want it. You want it like cookie dough or brownie dough. It sticks together, but it also comes out pretty good. Now, another thing is, you do not, now this is just for vermicompost, people. You do not want your worms to get too dry. This right here, yes, it looks a little dry around the edges, but when I crumble it and it still sticks together like that, we're good. Now, later today, I'm going to want to water this because it is getting a little bit drier than it needs to be. And worms breathe through their skin. So you don't want it too moist. But you also don't want it too dry. This is actually just a tea bag. This is mostly cured, mostly aged compost. However, it's got worms in it. So you have to keep feeding it. Because happy worms make worm babies. I like worm babies. They make me happy. I have gotten most of the worms out of both of these bins. They're in there now. In my pots, because I live in Eastern Washington, folks, and it's been getting cold here. So, yeah. Look at that. Gross, right? Yeah. So, most of the worms I've noticed are out of here. Woo! I just gotta hold something really gross in there. We're gonna stop digging around with our hands now. Oh, that was so gross. But I use the kind of coffee filters that are not bleached. So they're perfectly safe to put in here. Worms actually like them. They like, chewing on stuff like that. I do have, as you've noticed, probably, maybe you can see them. I do have a few earwigs in here because some of the stuff from this bin came out of a planter. But, as I have said in previous segments, that little guy is actually good for you. The only reason I didn't want it in my planter was because they were eating my my little tender seedlings. But earwigs are actually good. You know what earwigs eat? They eat aphids. You got an aphid problem, my friend? Put some earwigs in there. It'll be gone. But there's all kinds of good stuff growing in here. Like I said, I've gotten most of the worms out of this bin because it is getting to be winter. Unfortunately, I did not have a chance to record what I did. I do it every fall. At the beginning of fall, I start taking my worms out of my outside bins, putting them into planters, and that way they can be inside. Now, this is mostly, I don't know how that got in there. It shouldn't be in there. It's mostly well cured, well broken down, whatever you want to call it, well cooked compost. Magnificent. Look at how beautiful that is. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Now, there is some stuff growing up in here. It's all good. I do not, while my worms are in my bins, I do not heat my bins, okay? So, that is why this is cold compost, but it is well broken down, for the most part. There is some, like this, just in case there's some worms in there. I leave some food in there for them. But just looking through this, I think I've gotten most of the worms out of these bins. Now, with as chilly as it's been lately, I just planted those in there. I plant things in there. Look at that. I plant things in my vermicompost bins. That, who knows, squash, something. Anyways, so, I am not going to be digging in that bin with my bare hands. No, not happening, because that's all kinds of gross. But there is something very funny I wanted to show you in here. Now, this is not a Shed Wars video, because I am not in Shed Wars. However, I believe it was, the challenge number 4, growing things from, things you bought in the grocery. Well, I didn't buy this in the in the grocery store. This was donated to me. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I am growing corn from a corn cob. Is that not the craziest thing you've ever seen? Will it make corn? I don't know. I constantly grow corn from video number 3. The next video will be what I use for mulch, which is my hamster's bedding. My hamster, for some reason, doesn't eat the sunflower seeds, which is where I get those sunflowers growing in with my sweet potato. Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. Just in case you don't know, soil actually has natural antidepressant benefits, which is probably why we gardeners find it so incredibly relaxing to go out and put our hands in some dirt. So, that being said, this is a corn right here that I've grown from by accident. I don't want them in there, by the way. Because of the mulching, the bed, the mulch. The mulch from the hamster bed. Yes, that is how I get all these lovely, beautiful black oil sunflower seedlings, sprouts. Which I use on sandwiches. I use it in my cooking. This is just a bonus, folks. This is actually, I think video number 4 is going to be talking about this. But, you see this right here? This is my sweet tater. It's the only one I have left in here. I planted 3 in there. So what I'm going to do is take these out. I'll use them later in a salad or something. Or a sandwich. Who knows? Who knows with me? I just don't want to take out my sweet tater. And I can probably put more sweet taters in here. But these are all sunflowers. These are sunflower sprouts, which I use as microgreens. And we eat them on a regular basis, like daily, okay? By regular basis, I mean daily. So that's just an extra bonus y'all got there. Now I'm going to try and find somewhere to put this lovely, lovely stuff. Wonderful. Okay, back to this. That was just me having to show you that I grow corn from hamster bedding. You see this? This is all corn. This is all corn from corn cobs. So, yeah. See? Look at that. Is that not the craziest thing you've ever seen? Probably not. You probably do it all the time. Anyways, but it's growing in my vermicompost bin because my vermicompost bin is not a hot compost. Look at this. This is all corn growing from corn cobs. All of it. Ooh, what's that? That's not corn. What's that? Oh, look. What is that? Oh, I don't know, but I just killed it. Whatever it was. Yeah, I constantly have stuff growing in my vermicompost bins. That look like a squash. Darn it. Probably from, one of the squash I put in there. Duh. Anyways, so this is step 2 of your compost. This is the mostly cooked, cured, broken down compost, okay? Now, this is step 3. We're kind of working backwards here if you think about it. See? Look at that. Tell me you can't grow stuff that you have bought in. Now, this corn was donated, which means it came from a farmer, which was probably organic. Most of the ones here in the state of Washington are. Oh my gosh, I want that. You know I want it. Oh, come on, let me get it out of there. Oh yeah, let me see if I can grow whatever this is. Oh, never mind, that's just another sunflower. You get to know that that's just another sunflower. So, look at that. I wonder if I can eat those. Does anybody know? Can you eat corn seedlings? Look at that. Oh, look, there's another one. I'm gonna dig that one out. Come on. Oh my goodness, they're like growing all over the place. I just killed that one. Well, I'm sure if they want to grow, they're going to grow. That's the great thing about cold compost is it's going to grow. Okay? So this is just, I do not throw away any of my coffee grounds, as you can tell. They're all in here. I know, I said I wasn't going to do this, right? I said, I'm not going to put my hands in there. That's gross. Well, guess what? I just did it. So that might grow. That had, that was actually cooked, so that might not grow. That was actually the shell of my butternut squash. I ate the inside. I ate the other shell of it. I just wanted to put that in there for the heck of it. Answer a question, you know. I like answering questions. Look, here's some more. Oh my goodness, this is so crazy. This is what happens when you throw things into a cold compost. Things grow. Now, if it was a hot compost, pretty much it would kill it. But this is cold, so it's all good. Look at that. It's already starting to decompose. It's so easy to just squish up like that. I put pretty much everything in here. I do not put meat in mine. Because, like I said, it's a cold compost. And meat is a protein which will actually heat up your compost. So, if you want a hot compost and you're not accomplishing that, add meat, my friends. Add meat. Yeah, you see that? That's my friendly little pollinator. He's a little pissed off because there's nothing to pollinate. And there he goes. Yeah, I saw what I thought was a giant bee out of here last night. It was a hummingbird. It had me all kinds of concern. I'm like, oh my god, it must be one of those, I don't know, killer hornets or something, because, you know, I live in Washington. But no, it wasn't a killer hornet. It was just a hummingbird. So, don't worry, I didn't take out my firearm and try to shoot it or anything crazy like that. The person who that's in reference to knows. But look at how pretty these trees are. Look at all the beautiful reds. I don't know if you can see that. Beautiful red color in my dirty, nasty fingers. I gotta go watch those. Oh, man. Isn't it beautiful? I love fall. Fall is my favorite season. Even when I was in Florida, I loved fall because the maples. Certain trees would start changing colors. Here in the inland northwest of eastern Washington, where I am currently residing, it is not my home. I am just currently residing here. We have seasons, and I love it. I love that part. I love the trees turning colors. It was funny, just before we moved here, my kids watched, it was a Dr. Seuss film. Man, I can't think of it now. It's like one of the most well-known Dr. Seuss stories. And the trees were pink. And the girls are like, oh, Mommy, we want pink trees. We want pink trees. I'm like, oh, honey, trees don't really come in pink. Let me tell you something. We moved into this apartment at the end of October. Within a week of us moving in to this apartment in October, you see those trees over there? Those stinking trees turned pink and made a liar out of this mama that told her kids trees don't come in pink. Trees don't come in orange. Bet my hiney they did. So apparently Dr. Seuss was from the north. And he knew that trees came in fuzzy pink and orange. And, yeah, they do. And trust me, when their flowers are blooming and driving my allergies completely insane, they literally look like fuzzy pink and yellow and orange trees. It is the craziest thing. And then they turn, you know, like these beautiful colors. So, okay, I have talked way too long. I'm just out here admiring God's handiwork, and I think it takes way more faith to believe that, bang, this happened just by accident. It takes way more faith to me to believe that. Look at that. Look at how gorgeous that is. Absolutely beautiful. Anyways, in a few weeks, that right out there, right. Let me see if I can get it on there. I don't know if you can see it. But anyways, this point right here, Micah's Point, will be covered in snow. That is how we know that is the growing season. Either Mother's Day or the snow melts off of Micah's Peak. When Micah's Peak no longer has snow, then it is safe to plant. Supposedly. Let me tell you, that is a lie. The last 2 years, that has been a lie. It's been after Mother's Day. Micah's Point, Micah's Peak has, all the snow's melted. And yet, we still had a late snow. Almost into the middle of May this year. And so, thankfully, I can bring all my plants in. Some people weren't so lucky. So, that's all I have to say about that. That, again, like I said, is video 2. Step 2 of your compost. Compost tea, step 1. Well cured, well broken down compost. Step 3. And before that, you get this. Now, what I need to do with this is I have to cover this all up. Because it is, as you can see, drawing flies, which I don't like flies. And then when you open the door, they get into your house, and that freaks me out. Those are just cheese. Those, that you see right there, they're just cheese. They're not meat. If you want to heat your compost, add protein. If your compost smells funky, add some green. If your compost smells kind of sweet, add some brown. And that's all I have to say about that. That is your compost lesson for today. Now I'm going to go inside, maybe sweep up that mess right there. And then I'm going to go inside and have myself some lunch. Y'all have a great day, and I will be seeing you later because I have to make some meals out of my preps, my meal prep series that I'm behind on, and I do apologize. I had the corona at the end of August, and I feel good some days, and then other days I'm like, I have no idea. I'm just ready for, it to be over. It is over, it's out of my body and all that, but I still have lingering effects. So, that's all I have to say about that. You see that? You see that thing there? That thing may be a pawpaw. That thing may have gotten a hold of his Grammy's AKC registered Boston Terrier. We're not sure. We'll know in a few weeks when the puppy comes out. The one giant puppy. Look at him. He's like, I'm so cute. How can you be mad at me? Let me tell you, that Boston Terrier hatches out a half a Chihuahua. Your Grammy's going to be mad. Mad, I say. Mad. No, he's so cute. He's so cute. I love him so much. He's such a brat. Alright, y'all have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.